A very good evening and thanks for clicking on to the Saturday edition of Vogan's European Outlook. Here is the current surface chart. Here we've had lots of showers, lots of thunderstorm activity. We've had even funnel clouds developing here, so fairly dramatic weather once again across UK airspace. But if you're looking for intense heat, it's down into Spain and Portugal you have to go. We're going to be seeing temperatures rising into the potential mid-40s come tomorrow afternoon here. I don't exactly know how hot it got this afternoon in Spain, but it's when you're talking about temperatures in the 40s, it really kind of sets the bar and kind of puts heat in perspective, if you will, especially when you consider low 20s. It feels quite muggy. There's not a great deal of sunshine, but there is a definite summery, sticky feel to the atmosphere across the UK. And with low pressure never far away, that is the breeding ground for lots of showers and indeed thunderstorms. That is what we've had. That is what we're going to continue to see as we push through the next several days here, folks. But you can see here, this is the current setup temperature-wise across Europe. We've had, another relatively benign day temperature-wise across the UK. Of course, 10th of July, low 20s, nothing to write home about. Even down across northern France, still fresh conditions across northern France. But then it's once you get further south into Iberia, that is when we're talking about real heat. Why are we seeing such a cut-off between France and Spain? Well, you have to look up to jet stream level, and what you've got is you have got a fairly pronounced jet for the time of the year, roaring right across, splitting these two air masses. So fresher conditions across the UK, across Ireland, northern France, and then further south, that is where you've got, of course, lots of heat, and that's what we're going to see in the coming days here. But what is also going to be interesting is that the GFS sees the jet dipping south. What that could do is we could start to see a bit of a big contrast developing between the north of Spain and the southeast of Spain here. We could see 40s here versus low 20s across the northwest here, and I'll get to that in just a second here. But you can see here, let's have a look at the 850 millibar temperatures. Sorry, this is the surface chart. Temperatures for tomorrow, mid-40s possible. The model has actually backed off slightly in terms of the intensity of the heat, which is quite interesting. I'm not, downplaying the level of warmth, but the record for Spain, 47.1 Celsius setback in July of 2017. I don't think that record is going to be challenged. I do think we may see 44, maybe 45, but I think that would be the limit, I think, in terms of intensity of heat. But you can see here, this is the 850 millibar temperatures, and we've got such a distinct cutoff, of course, with the jet cutting in between, separating these two air masses. But what you've got is you've got 850 millibar temperatures at close to 38 Celsius. Of course, you transfer that down through the column, you can be talking about surface readings of the mid-40s here. So definitely nothing to sniff at, that's for sure. And as we skip through, low pressure, this has been the dominant player through the first 10 days of July. Low pressure never far away. Of course, that creates instability and the ongoing shower and thunderstorm threat. And I think as we push through the next few days, that is going to continue. This is Sunday, by the way, at 12 o'clock. You can see here the low to the west, and of course the outbreak of convective activity across the UK. As the land heats up, you start to kind of bubble up the atmosphere, and that has just continued to be the case. And of course, while we're seeing these showers developing over the UK, we've got a heat low bang slap over Madrid, and we could be talking about temperatures, like I say, kind of between Madrid and Seville of mid-40s, I think, potentially. It's just been crazy hot down across the north of Africa. Up until now, actually, the heat has been kind of limited to North Africa. It's not been that hot across Spain, and it's certainly not been that hot across France and up into the UK. But it's the first time really this summer, in fact, that we're seeing the temperature really rocket across Iberia here. So it's just going to be interesting to see exactly how warm it gets. But as we skip through the course of the upcoming week, we continue to see these showers and thunderstorms developing over the UK. And then what we'll start to see is high pressure making an attempt at pushing into the UK. But initially, folks, we've got a bit of a northwesterly wind. So that once again restricts the level of warming across the British Isles. 25 degrees is nothing to sniff at, or nothing to write home about, should I say, at this time of the year. Bear in mind, this is the middle portion of the summer, and it's not been overly hot. High pressure for a time, end of the week, into next weekend, according to the GFS, starts to build. We'll start to kind of have a bit more of a cap over the atmosphere. Less cloud, we should see the temperatures rise, and we may see temperatures climb above 25 degrees. I think that's been the limit really so far this month, is 25 degrees. We may see 26, 27 degrees in parts of the south of England if we start to see this high build. But it's short-lived, according to the GFS. We've got more low pressure pushing in off the Atlantic, just stirring things up, stirring up the atmosphere and keeping things unstable here. So really, as we push towards the 20th of the month, low pressure close by, you know, folks, it's a case of dodging the showers, I think, really. And I think in terms of if you're looking for intense heat, I just don't see it coming anytime really soon. So, you know, just hang fire. July, like I've said in the previous videos, is playing out as expected. Low pressure, the dominant player. And, you know, we'll just continue to keep an eye on things as we go through the month. If you like the video, please hit the like button and also subscribe for keeping up with the very latest information. And of course, do check out marfoganweather.com for the very latest as well. Hope you have a great end of your Saturday and your weekend, and I'll be back in the next couple of days with more. Bye for now.